Hello everybody, can you hear me? I'm launching the chat. Yep. Okay, I see. Hello Race Admiral. So, welcome you. Pozdrawiam także. You could probably predict that if there is a delay, there it has to be me. Today Jacek is doing other stuff, and as always I'm here to correct his save. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's good, that's very good. Okay, we are still playing the same version. Is safe, exactly, correct, is safe, repair it, make it proper, safe. But first I have to check his base. I also have some news to share with you. Hello server, hello! Jacek will get a heart attack after his... No, he's a young person, he's even younger than me, I suppose. And he's quite a good health, so... I've been playing. I've been testing Coop Mode lately, and as you know, we are simultaneously working on the Cooperation Mode version and next update, which will contain some features that Jacek has already shown to you. So yeah, that's the good news, and I have to say that was a very interesting experience to test that Cooperation Mode. I can say that drilling and grinding works. There is no desynchronization between the players, so that's good. Actually, it's quite stable version, so that's I think the biggest news from now. I know it's Christmas not yet, but the good news about progress of our work is always a good news. What's more, we are actually closing features for next update. I don't think we will add more. We are just polishing them and testing. Basically, most of the mechanics work now. They're usually graphing things and some UI features that are polished and tested. We have a bit different workflow now with the features. Okay, let me switch to the game, and I will be able to read the chat and comment in the same moment. Okay, so so you have asked, will we see the Coop Mode in the Sun stream in the near future? That depends on how stable the Coop is. I would say that maybe in a month or two, I would say it's ready for some streaming at least. But there are still many things that are not implemented, because Coop Mode is like when there is like the basic layer of the game, which serves as synchronizing the players, the movement, and so on. And there is adjusting all of the mechanics. For example, now when you can build some buildings, you can build it together. It works fine. Nothing is bugging so far during the test, but you have to power it up each player separately. Yeah, we could do that. Server is asking, is it connecting via STM? For now, I suppose it's some external server, but it's very. I don't know if it's for the tests, or is it like the solution which will be in the final part of the Coop. I think somehow we have to make it work in the via the Steam, because it's the easiest part. It should work like that. And yeah, I like to work with JSEC in the cooperation mode. It's as I said, it's very, very interesting how it works. Okay, let me just check. So the whole base uses 261.6 kilowatts per hour, and we have no, we don't have much. That's weird. We don't have technology for remote controlling that. Yeah, I may share with you that we've been playing 4 players with the whole QA team, almost the whole QA team, and we've been playing yesterday. We've been playing with Aneta together. Yeah, and it was fun because you can manage things. You can we can delegate things. So I'm doing one thing, you're doing the second thing. Hello, Dark Crow. No, it's Rex Admiral. It's from Ministry of Justice or Injustice in Poland for now. But I will get one soon. So Dark Crow is asking update date and is the cam included? So if we talk about update, it's the beginning of the next year. Between, I suppose, it's January or the beginning of the February, and that's the plan. It shouldn't be much different. But rather the end of January or the middle of the January. So it's quite close. We have quite tight timeline, which will be funny in a Chinese way, interesting in a Chinese way for the testers and for the devs. But yeah, it's close. We are also working on a trailer. I know that actually Conrad is making some recordings already, so it should be soon. It's very, very soon. But as I said, there are many. Because you would say that we haven't been working for a long time on that update, but some of the features were partially ready. Even when the exploration update was released, they were partially ready. We weren't ready for the exploration update, but we were working on them, so it's not that much time. Yeah, okay, so let me make some short report from J6's work. So as I see, he has he's unlocked domes faster. Yeah, he's unlocked even a large dome. No big plant crate yet, but yeah, that's I think that's cool. Electricity, I suppose it's almost fully. Yeah, it's fully unlocked. Those two, we've been talking, will be available in the update. Yeah, but I forgot to answer the second part of the Dark Cross question. Chemistry tech tree will be in different, separate update, because the important part about the chemistry tech tree is that it will go along the rework of whole tech tree. I mean all 5. So we decided that it will because reworking the tech tree and balance, by the way, along with it, will require actually safe incompatibility. So we can't do one without the another. So that's the problem. Okay, so Jacek, big problem with soil and lack of silicon. So we go mining, and in the meantime I will share more info with you. Yeah, so I see we have. Yeah, that's actually the one and only part. The tree which is not ready yet. I'll check if we are ready. Okay. Yeah, we have some food, battery. But we could use. Why the hell is that here? Okay. It will be difficult to.
Water refilled.
Okay, crash jetpack. Okay. Okay, that's okay. Now I understand. Take that one. If one in. Okay, that one will be loaded. Darko, how big is our team? I think it's big enough. It's 20-25 people working on Mars. There are people who are working in Mars and other projects, so it depends. Thanks for the holiday. Technically speaking, I'm acting community manager, but lately it's over a month. I suppose now it's or even 2 months. There was another person, I mean Ada, who joined our team as community manager. I think she's considered a community manager now. Although I'm still helping her with the stuff, and she's doing very well. So you may write to me, and I sometimes answer to the questions on Discord. I'm less active on the Steam now, but it's because Steam usually takes more time. Okay, I see that's a person workshop, but yeah, we are both working with community, but mostly Ada now. Okay, I got info from server and Rex Admiral that JC crashed things. Colossal Games and 10 people already developed. Yeah, it's the problem with the Mars is it's very big. Oh yeah, okay. So one after another. Like the core team of the Mars, I mean, which codes the base part of the game, is much smaller. It's just a few people, a few programmers. But if you check the credits, there were actually plenty of people who worked on the game. So it's hard to explain. It's just more people than you could expect. But remember, as a small indie company, there is like people. For example, QA team works with many teams on many projects, and there's just 5 of us, so yeah. Iron credits included pizza delivery boys? No idea. As far as I know, no, they are not included. And Cerber says that they answer at 2 a.m. And he's wondering if I ever sleep. I wonder about that too sometimes. About that sleeping, it's a tricky question. Okay, I think I know what to do. I need just to eat something. Okay, we have very small rations. Maybe put that thing on. Repair kits we have we? Okay. Almost ready for the adventure. Cool. Airlock. Sleeping is overrated. Covers. Yeah. A few years ago, I would say the same thing, but now I'm an old person, so. Okay. Tell me where is the. Okay, I suppose that it's here. It's under Crusher. Jacek forgot where it. Okay, I'm quite sure I've seen that on the stream because I've been watching the stream too lately. It's kind of easy to forget where is it. Garage tipper. The question is if I have resources for that. I should have. No, I don't have. That's too bad. It's not very expensive, so.
External oxygen detected.
Okay, I see Jacek did some redesigning, rebuilding, spare materials. Oh, we don't have any. Biolab there, so maybe here. Oh! Okay. Jacek, where we have... okay, we should have that too. Printer container. Okay, not too much aluminium too. But it will do. Aluminum plate. A field of tipper, so he got spares. That I think that could do. That's the good solution. Time to go mining. Oh, and if we talk about mining, actually I can share with you some info because we will implement a new feature. Cool. New feature connected to the mining, and generally that new update will have many things that will make the game much more interesting in the terms of what the player can do, about automatizing things and so on. Okay, are we going to be able to put air and water bottles in extra spots in the rover next to the helmet? Yes, in the future that will be possible, but I'm not sure if that feature will be able for the next update, because we have reworked several parts of the UI. Generally, I collected, with the help of the ADA, we collected lots of suggestions and feedback about UI, gameplay, and so on. And some of them we as a team, we managed to implement into the game. And some of them we decided that we won't be able to do that on time. So general answer to that question is yes, we will Wait. Yes, we will implement that feature. Sorry, I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing at my poor driving skills here in that game. Something I really hate is going backwards. Yeah, that's my nemesis. Yeah, but yes, we want to do that, and the mechanism for that is already discussed. It will look very similar to the way you put things on that charging station for batteries. So in Rover, maybe I will show you that. In Rover, here, because you have storage here, there will be additional part, probably here. That you will be able to put the stuff, I mean the bottles, in sockets, and they will be visible here. So we'll be able to take it from here, because we decided that there is the mechanics in the game. Then drag. Okay, I don't remember the name, but it's used in Jetpack. It's used in Spotty. It's used also in Rockets, and we really like that. But after feedback, we decided people don't like that. So, or at least some people don't like it. So we decided we are not going into that mechanics further, and we do that in different way. It will be something on the principle that, yes, exactly. Like you will to put to put things here, you will have to enter that part and put like bottles in the sockets somewhere here, and yeah, you will be able to access them, like take them from the rack manually, but to put it there, you have to use the Rover's inventory. Also, we are going to add the hotbar in that inventory and other inventories too. So that's again, people said that the UI is a bit clumsy, not very intuitive, and we said that yeah, that's right. Like if you want to take something from your inventory to the hotbar, when you are in the Rover's inventory, you have to exit the Rover's inventory, open your inventory, blah blah blah. So yeah. Right, Admiral. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. You will be able to put additional O2 and so oxygen and water bottles into the rover's rack. So not only here into that inventory, but also to that bottle rack here. Just you won't put it by dragging them here. You will have to use that part of the inventory, basically. Okay, let's go mining. Let me check. Yeah, we have the battery. Also the helmet and the helmet, water and oxygen bottles. That's something you will be able to put there. I checked because I think most of those were silicon. Mining changes. I can't say too much for now, but it will. You will have another way of mining things. It's Actually, it's so there is no need for secrecy because it's basically set in the no bulldozer, but it's actually quite a good idea. It's automatic mining, and we are expanding possibilities of the players, variety of like directions in which you can go. You don't have to. You won't have to mine on your own. You will be able to build a miner or automatic miner, something like that. We will be showing some of those features as soon as we have built, which is because now for the testing purposes, builds don't have safe compatibility. It will be added at the end of the development of the update. Yeah. So when update is ready and tested, then our coworkers, meaning devs, will add the safe compatibility and maybe we'll prepare a build for testing before, because we not for testing but for streaming. We need build for streaming. Like stationary mining, yeah, or automatic bulldozer, something like that. Is one way or another that there will be automation of mining available for players, because players said that they want it, and we said that it will be available. So, yeah, it's not only one and only thing about robotics and automation that will be added to the game, because we will have another update which will be mostly about robotics and automation, but that's somehow connected to the theme of the update, which is nuclear stuff. I have to say that it's I haven't tested into much. Somebody else was testing that. I was just checking the progress, and I think it's cool because you can you invest a bigger amount of resources because you have to build something, but you can do other things while something else is working and giving you resources. So I think it's very cool stuff. I think you will like it. There is also, we've been talking about Project Torture, nuclear mining. Wow, Service, you're too smart, too smart for that. Yeah, but I think it's cool. It's a very cool feature because it gives you more possibilities, more ways of playing the game. Another thing which I like very much, because people said that the game is mostly about grinding and drilling, and the game loop may be boring. And we said that, okay, how can we interrupt that game loop and make it more like richer? Yeah, and we've been talking about that event system. For now, there is some interesting stuff already added into the game. I won't tell you too much because we want to keep something for the next streams. But the event system, I think it's interesting because it gives you additional, first of all, it gives you additional reason for going outside your base, because you will get messages that, for example, something appeared somewhere, or something. Some of them will be limited by time. Some of them will be just waiting for you to be discovered. And it's while I was playing, I think it may be very interesting, especially for players who played a lot, because it's something new, something else which you haven't tried yet, and the new players will. Okay, we have to move. Sorry. New players will have more. There won't be a experience that only grinding and drilling. There will be also, different things to do. And to be honest, I like grinding and drilling. The game is very cool. I was last week I was testing the long positive gameplay, which is I wasn't using any cheats, just game with no cheats on the Madman mode. Just to check a long play, like at least 50 or to 100 souls, and I had to say that it was one of the I found some bugs. I've also I was checking how the feedback from the players is it coherent with my feelings about the game. Is it similar? Do I have the same feelings about some mechanics? And mostly yes. But generally, I had the time finally to play longer without any interruptions, and I really had fun with the Mars. And I already have many hours in that game. So yeah. Is there improvements being made for meteors and FPS drop rate? So if we talk about the meteors, so you need to be more specific. You mean the construction or design of that feature? You mean meteor shower, or the drops of FPS connected to that event? Because if we talk about the FPS drops, we are constantly improving performance. It's not like it's done, we can't add anything new, because our devs still work to find more solutions. And about general performance, partially we are close to the wall, because, as we say in Poland, because the problem which occurs mostly on RTX's 3xxx series and 4xxx series is more connected to the problems between Unity and NVIDIA drivers. So some games with some assets will have that problem, some games just won't have that problem. And we won't progress more unless sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. We won't progress more unless there will be programmed something like new drivers. So we are still, if we find something, we fix it. If we find something which is performance consuming, we are changing it. But general performance, there still may be some improvements, but not as big as after changing the engine version. Unless there is new version of the engine, so there still may be some improvements in general performance, but now it's harder. We eliminated the most frequent reasons. And about the FPS drop rate, that's actually a completely different problem, and we still can improve it. But as far as I know, let me just think about that, because Michael was writing about that. So if there is Michael and I'm saying some wrong thing about that, then correct me. But as far as I remember, more improvement to FPS drop rate while traveling requires implementation of solutions that require safe incompatibility. So either we have better performance or we lose your saves. So probably it will be implemented in the future. But still, if we find it's mostly on the devs, if they find something which may be performance consuming, they make additional tests and I have a problem. Blocked grabber. Okay. So answering short answer, there will be more performance updates, but the biggest part of work is already done. So there will be more improvement, but now it's a bit harder to find more solutions. But generally we are still, it's not like we abandon the topic. We follow information from Unity. If there is info about, some known problems with NVIDIA cards, then we will implement the solution if there is one. Do we get some other food seeds in the future? I think that's possible. Generally, I don't know if maybe along with the chemistry tech tree, we will implement. Oh yeah, so that's Michael. Hello, Michael. Thanks for the info. And as Michael says, some performance fixes require non-compatible saves. So not in the close future. Oh, Rex Admiral. Okay, I do understand. Okay, that I think we could write that down. Wait a minute. Okay, I need. Okay, I will just. Yeah, sorry. I will just go through the chat later, and if I forget, just please remember me. Help me to remember about that. I think this shouldn't be too difficult to create. Drink in game. Sorry. Okay. I'm thinking about. Don't know what I'm thinking about. Okay, but I will come back to the question about the new food and recipes. We are thinking also about adding, recipes for the food, like for the dishes. And I think we could implement new kinds of food along with the recipes. Definitely, pizza has to be in the game. That's one that is must have. Pizza and also coffee, but I can I can share with you the info that we had an interesting discussion because among many things in that update, there will be something like drops. I would say maybe the easiest way to describe it without telling too much is that there will be just drops in the game, and we've been discussing if we could add there some kind of stimulants, because caffeine is basically a stimulant, and we've been talking about that, and we came to the conclusion that although it's maybe quite nice idea, like if you get the drops, I mean also the drops like small parts, like there were stimulants in the intro of the game, and for now we don't know if it was a good idea to use the word stimulants. But the game is not 18 plus, so we decided that some people would not be happy that in such a game there are actually something which we could call drugs or stimulants. The idea was to let those caffeine tabs increase or replenish your stamina. But yeah, finally we decided it's not a good idea. Or maybe you think that's medicines, yeah, medicines, right. The problem is if the English language where drugs means both medicines and something else, and there is a problem. So if there is a solution for that, there will be coffee, just like casual coffee in the game. Maybe we will add some kind of a device like coffee machine, but definitely there will be recipes in the game, recipes for the food, and I think we could add more plants. The problem with the plants is that you have to make more models because they have several stages of growth. So yeah, but I think it's doable. It's we could do that. Why not? Many things about plants were done in very early part of the game and haven't been changed for many time. In the tipper load screen you just showing, can you add percentage? Yeah, that's also a good idea. That's the graphic info is not enough. I've also thought about it many times. If it's almost, is it ready or it's almost ready? Okay, there should be info about full tipper. Or is it bugged? No. So in third person perspective, there is info for that. Yeah, like city per full. So these are those small improvements, and still there are many small improvements that wait for the implementation. I think we added many of them already, but there is several more that I'd like to see in the game. But yeah, we had to finally focus on finishing the nuclear update. So not everything that we wanted is included, but we will be including more of those quality of life features into the game, as it's early access and we are still constantly improving that. Yeah, and actually I was not sure if I should talk about that, but lately the early access games don't have a good press. Like, you probably know that case of that game which wasn't well priced, and the developers actually left it. That's not good for other creators, because people say, this is early access game and this is early access game, so yeah, kind of similar, and people then are reluctant to admit that it's completely different thing. That's what I can say, is that we are not planning to do anything like that. We are going to finish that game. It's our little baby. Especially for DJ Sek, it's his little baby. So we have to finish that game. Okay. And yeah, then we have still many things that we want to include. Many features. We also made some changes in the main menu because people had troubles. For example, many people were complaining in the feedback reported that they had to do tutorials twice. And I was like, okay, but how? Like, when you... It's... setting for turn off animation. Okay, I will refer to that in a moment, because that's more complex problem. First, I just wanted to refer to the problem with the... okay, sorry, it's not that thing. Refer to the problem like with the tutorials. I was... you can skip tutorials anytime just by clicking skip. It's visible in the game all the time. If you do the tutorials and there start the campaign, then just you can click skip. But yeah, people had problems with that, so we changed the buttons. They look a bit different. Yeah, okay, and now a question about animations from Dark Crow. Actually, the problem with animation is that there is a branch with the solution. I mean, so that there is a version. It's a bit old. It's like it has a few months, and one of the devs was working on the solution, on adding the possibility to switch off the animation. And there's the problem, because switching off the animations was breaking many other things in the game. We decided that in the moment when that version was created by one of the devs, we decided that we don't have resources. I mean, we don't have testers work hours to test both the exploration update and the branch with the animation switching off. and we can't merge those two without making sure that those animation switching off works fine. And then after exploration update, there was lots of fast fixing and then updating the game. Those quality of life updates. So again, we didn't have time to test that properly. So it still waits. Actually, it still waits for the testing. It would have to be updated if we wanted to add that to the game. So that's the first problem. But again, making the short answer, we've been thinking about that, we've been working on that, and we will implement that in the future. Just can't tell you when because I don't know. That's a bit more complex problem. What more to say? Wow, I have forgotten about that. There is that competition that or voting which we were chosen to. So some of you probably know that we are nominated to Indie Game Awards, and we will be very pleased if you like the game, if you vote on Mars. We know that the Mars, because some people said on the Steam, and I respectfully disagree with them, that Mars is in early access, so it shouldn't be in such competitions. And yes, that's true, Mars is in an early access game, but we haven't asked them to nominate us. They nominated us, so they decided that we, can be in that competition. We are constantly improving our game, working on that. So if you think that Mars is worth being nominated, please vote for us. The link is on our social media. I think it's everywhere, on the Steam, on the Discord, on Facebook, Twitter, X, and everywhere else. So if you just want to vote, you will find it very easily, because Ada added it everywhere. So it's easy to find. Okay. So that was one other news. What's more? An idea from Rex Admiral. When you will be adding recipes, you can add as a plant or as the wheat. Coffee can be made from the wheat, bad one, but still okay. But on the other hand, we could, for example, add coffee beans in the drops. So it would be rare, therefore very, very. Hello, Tanky Tank. So it would be rare, therefore it would be very precious. Because coffee is very precious. I have to check whether it would be possible to actually have coffee on the Mars. I mean, not that we can check it physically, but Jacek probably will know if the Martian missions have checked or are planning to have it. Okay. So we are streaming for about an hour. instant coffee is made from wheat and other, but there is really no caffeine there. Because I don't drink instant coffee. This I just I don't want to be a snob here, but it's just for me it's not coffee. It's I just can't do that. The coffee has to be made from coffee beans, like period. But yeah, I do understand. We could make it from wheat. I think wheat is. Yeah. Okay. So we we agree here. Yeah, but I think if we produce wheat, I don't know how much wheat would we have to. Maybe the dome would be good place. Wheat for the pizza though. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So okay, there has to be wheat. Tanky Tank, will it go on Game Pass? No idea. I really don't know. I can ask. If you talk about consoles version, we usually prepare a console version of our games. Yeah, that's what I was talking. Because we actually are preparing not long ago the console version for, I think, the Xbox version of the Dino Hunter was released, and we are working also on the in-house Dino. Is how it's called. It's in-house Dinosaur Fossil Hunter port for Xbox, along with a bigger update. And I know we promised update earlier. Wait a minute. I think that should work in that version. Yep. I'm not sure if it wasn't already added, because if you go to the blueprints menu and hover on one of the buildings and click right, then it should be pinned. Just check, because I'm quite sure it was already added. Okay, guys, I remember to drink. We'll go back to the base in a moment, as soon as we finish. Okay, oh yeah, that one is not ready, and that one, yeah. I'll be streaming a bit shorter today. You probably know that we had, yeah, the plague has came back a bit. Lots of people in Poland, like nobody's tracking that. So I don't want to go into the politics, but it's partially political version. We had the elections, we had like the transition of power between the old government and the new government, and like nobody's actually caring. Nobody cares that there is a plague, and yeah, COVID came back. Many people are infected or suspect they are infected because they have very similar. It's how it's called. Very similar states. Yeah. So we had some problems with symptoms. Yeah, thanks. For example, last week, I am quite sure I was healthy, but for example, my wife and kids had symptoms, and people in my wife's company, which worked in the office, had confirmed COVID. So.
75%.
No, generally, we mainly work from home, so in worst case, it's for example, last week, last week or a week before, Michael was not available for 3 days because he felt so unwell that actually he couldn't work. He wasn't able to work. He wasn't even attending the meetings. I had the same at the beginning of the December. That's for the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. I took the days off because also I was so unwell that I couldn't work. So yeah, it doesn't affect us that much. But for example, it affected streaming because I couldn't stream for 2 weeks. So just that we weren't lazy. We're just some of us were a bit ill. But except that, we are doing everything to finish the game and to make the update ready for the hopefully the beginning of the new year. We also said that for now we want to make streams every week without any breaks. And we want to introduce the features, so you know what's going on. Okay. Have I missed anything? Have I forgotten about anything? I think not. Okay, I will transport stuff to the base, and we will prepare our Martian for the next stream. Graphic suggestion. Can we add some possibility to change color brightness of the text? Okay, I have to ask our devs because what you are talking is something that I wanted our devs to work as a bigger update, which we called, or a bunch of updates called accessibility pack. Some of the things have already been included, so maybe we could just hello Dr. DTNC. We could divide that and not wait until all of them are ready, just include some of them. So it would be increasing the contrast between letters and the background. Okay, I will check it. I will get through the whole chat later and write down everything we've been talking about. Cool. Okay. Let's hurry a bit because we don't have much water. Okay. Okay, I understand. So that's Yeah, that may be the problem. That's why I wanted to make it more accessible, and I think that has more priority now than ever. Okay, I did something wrong and I have problems with loading that stuff here. Okay. I think JSEC will have plenty of silicon. Over with the grinder attachment. That's a tough question. I can ask about that.
Suit power 75%.
Probably you would have to have a container attached. Not saying if it's not possible. I just have to ask because I haven't even seen that discussion. I mean discussion about such feature.
Oxygen source external.
Okay, we are very close to the end of the water, so yeah, I'm finishing that very quickly and going back to the base. Okay, guys, any questions about future plans? Anything I could ask about the next stream? I don't know who will be streaming, if it's me or JSEC, or maybe we'll stream together. Yeah, we have the wheel there. Okay, so that's actually a very good argument. So if we have the wheel there, why and the wheel there needs like takes parts from the container to build something, why can't we have a grinder to put things in the container? Yeah, that's something I can use while talking to the devs. That's the very good idea. Okay, so Jacek built I've built small one, Jacek built a medium one and the big one. Living container for the rover. That may be a bit more difficult. I can also ask about that. Although I assume that the design team won't be happy about such a such solution, because they wanted the players to use the survivor capsule. Okay. Give me water.
External oxygen detected.
Okay.
Water refilled.
Yeah, we are safe. We replenish the second one. Are we able to go around the whole planet?
Water refilled.
In the game, no. Because although the game doesn't realistically show the scale of the Mars, because it's just look at the Olympus Mons. It's not as big as it should be, or the Noctis Fossa, or anything else, or the distances between those places. If you go further, you will not come back to the place where you were. You will just go further and further, and the map will be generated into the infinity. Yeah, server said Flat Earth Society. I think it's because the general assumption is that we want the infinite map. So yeah, you can't come back. Although we have discussed the case, the problem actually of non-realistic distances between places. So we decided that either the players should have longer distances between things, like craters and so on, or there's also the problem of time scale and speed of the vehicles. Like one of the players asked, so I'm going with the speed of 33 kilometers per hour, but I'm going back to my base, which is 10 kilometers away, as the game says, and I'm doing that not in 20 minutes, but the whole day, if I'm lucky. So yeah, we are aware of that problems. It's not like we want to leave it. We are aware of that. Okay. Jessica, if you hear me, it's the silicon you needed. It's ready. Yeah, it's round and it spins like Earth, so it should be, but I don't know. I think maybe we'll come back to that problem in the future. Cup plate, yeah. That was society. If they heard that, they would be very upset. If those kids watched our streams, they would be very upset. Perhaps some locations like Olympus Mons could be accessible only in map seats and others not had them. I mean, only one seat. I don't know if I understand you well, because now... okay, maybe I just save the game and explain that to you. I already wanted to finish. So just give me a second. Okay, so basically now there's like a net of those like certain points, and if you choose one starting location, then the proportions, the distances to others are constant, but the terrain and how the terrain looks, the resources, outposts are randomized. So you can say that part of the map is like, if something is north of something, it will always be north of something, like one crater is north of the other, or west or east or something. So that's realistic. Like if something is in one direction from the other, it will always be. But the distances are like, the proportions are fine, but the distance, like, it's not the physical distance, which is real on Mars. It's so what I wanted, and we will discuss that, is that we have to increase those distances, right? Because for example, when you reach those two margin points, you should be able to travel and somehow reach like the second, go around. And you don't do that on our Mars. So in one moment you will go outside those certain points and you will go to the infinite Mars, which is not realistic. Yeah, exactly, said Mila. But it's the problem with the scale is I don't know how to solve that. I wanted just to maybe we can't make Olympus Mons as big as we want because it's just not possible in that game. Unity will, it's not able to maintain such objects. Even now there are some problems with the Olympus Mons because it takes more than one chunk. I mean, it's too big for one chunk, so there were problems with that. But also we can't maintain the current system. Anyway, it doesn't matter until we have safe incompatibility because we can't change the map for everyone because people will have the broken saves. So that's, yeah. Yeah, if we only had known that. Unity has pros, Unity has cons, as well as Unreal has pros and cons. So it's not that easy. Okay, so it's 1420. Yeah, American people will make laugh at me. 2000. Stream safe. Okay. I will go through my checklist. But Unreal, yeah, the never-ending feud between European calendar system and American calendar system. Everyone has some points there. Okay. So I think that will be all for today. I mean, from the game we have collected some silicon for JSEC. I have shared with you some news. I'm not sure if I haven't shared too many news. I will just talk with JSEC in a moment. Hope he won't be angry for sharing too much. Short summary. Thank you for being here with me. Remember that we are very close to the update. The plan is to release the trailer soon, so you will see what's there. I hope on the next stream, on the one after that, we will start showing you the features from the build, from the update. So you will be able to see it on your own. I know it's short today. I know. Jacek makes longer streams. Maybe next time there will be longer. I need somebody else to help me. Please remember about the voting on the best indie game. If you like the game, please vote. Links are on our social media. What's more, if you have any feature, any bug, anything you want to talk about, you can talk with us on the Discord. Yeah, that's. We also started a new forum on the Discord where you can share your favorite seats and starting locations. So yeah, thanks for being here with me. We see you next Thursday, and live long and prosper. Bye bye and see you next time.